For the first time in months, we actually have some good news in Star Wars Battlefront 2. We'll get into it right after this.
Hey guys, if you like the content that I'm making on the channel and you want to help support it, then consider donating over on Patreon. Every donation goes a long way in helping run the channel and is greatly, greatly appreciated. If it wasn't for you guys, then there wouldn't even be a channel. So thank you guys so much for all the support. Now let's get back to the video.
Alright, so there's actually some good news today. I woke up from my little nap and the community transmission is out and everyone's freaking out about it, so I read over it and there's some pretty good changes and I'm actually impressed. And I mean, like I've told you guys before, I am straightforward. I will not beat around the bush with you guys. If they give us good content, I will praise it, and then if they give us bad content, I will call them out on their shit. And then so far, they've done nothing but give us bad. And today, there's actually a lot of good. So we're going to go over both and sort of break it down for you and go over this community transmission together. So let's start us off. I will read over this transmission. It says incoming transmission. We're back for another community transmission. And this time around, we're going to be talking about the Elite Corps update, which is due to arrive August 29th. Let's dive straight into what's coming. Okay, so this, believe it or not, start us off is the bad thing. It can never be too much good. They have to rip the band-aid off fast, so it hurts initially. So the big old Clone Wars reveal that we were all hoping for, these clone skins, is even more underwhelming than what I thought it was going to be, which is really sad. But they're giving us the 41st Elite Corps and the 327th Star Corps. So, yeah, I was basically right when I said all of the leaked skins that were leaked back in November that were data mined, these are it. They haven't done anything. The game's been out for 9 months, and they haven't made a single new clone skin. I think there was like 6 or 7 clone skins that were data mined, and we get 2 right here. So that basically tells me, because they said in the roadmap that they're going to have it in 3 different phases, clone skins, and then later we'll get 2 more clone skins. Yeah, so they're going to break it into like 2. So we get 2 now, 2 later, and then 2 even later from that. So they haven't done anything in these 9 months in terms of making clone skins. This is literally the same skins that were done back in November, and since then there has been hundreds of clone mods. If you play on PC, hundreds, and they all look way cooler than what we're getting, and it's really pretty pathetic when you look at it. They're going to cost 20,000 credits or 500 crystals, which is kind of what we thought. They're available for the Assault, Heavy, and Specialist classes for the Galactic Republic. So, as it says, if you're looking to pick up all 3 appearances for each corp, then you'll be able to take advantage of a bundle that costs 40,000 credits. I mean, that's cool and all, you kind of get a discount, but one, where's the officer stuff? Like, it would be cool if we could at least put the officer in some, like, armor, make him stand out, make the officer something unique. But yeah, so there's no officer love, and we're just getting these skins that we've already known about for months, so there's nothing new here. But yeah, so that's basically the bad. Everything else seems to be pretty positive changes, so we're going to go through these. And I was pretty skeptical at first because it was leaked over the night, and a lot of people didn't know if it was true or not, but it actually ended up being true. So we'll go through this right now. So emotes and victory poses. I mean, this isn't a big deal. I mean, you haven't been able to buy or get any new victory poses in months. For example, my Finn has 2 victory poses I need to unlock. Well, there's been no way for me to do that ever since they had the progression update. So it's kind of nice that you can buy stuff with your credits or crystals, but at the same time, they're just emotes. Like, I rarely see anyone ever emote in this game. So, I mean, but it's a positive thing. It's something extra, I guess, so that's not too bad. Naboo Theed Hangar, they're making it available on different maps, basically for Blast and Arcade, so that's neat. I mean, it's sad that they're passing this off as content because they literally just flip the switch and boom, it's on. So now that's on blast. Ewok is now permanent. I mean, I don't see why it wasn't permanent to begin with, but I guess that's good. End round screen, you'll now be given a breakdown of your score, eliminations, assists, deaths, your longest kill streaks, as well as overall placement on scoreboard, your combat placement, and your objective score placement, and whether or not you're on the winning team. Remember, as always, play the objective. So they update that. I don't know if they are fixing the credit payout that's been broken for 2 months, so hopefully they do that, but that's nice. We get a little breakdown. We still don't have a stat screen, but I guess this is better than nothing. Prequel era maps, a new title on the home screen, allow for quicker matchmaking into Clone Wars related maps. So basically there's this new button, it just puts them top priority to search for clone stuff, which is nice. Now this isn't a clone only playlist. This is just it lets you search for Clone Wars top priority. So for example, I search this playlist, it puts me on Naboo. Well, according to the map rotation, Hoth is right after the Naboo. So I would play on Naboo, then I would play on Hoth as regular. So it's not a prequel only playlist, which kind of sucks. But hero prices. Basically, hero prices are 35,000 credits, which is, I mean, that's okay. I thought they were going to be 45,000 or 40,000, but 35,000 is pretty reasonable. I think it still kind of sucks that you even have to buy them at all, because late game players, I've said it many times, there's no way for them to get credits other than just straight up playing match after match after match. And if you only average like 400 or 500 credits per match, then that's a lot of matches you have to play. So the cheaper that they made these is the better. So 35,000 isn't that bad. Now this is where I was pretty skeptical, because I heard that they were removing the ×2 multiplier, and the ×2 multiplier was huge for me. Like the past 2 months where it hasn't been working, I have hated this game. Like I only played this game to get background video for you guys for these videos. So I'd play it maybe 2 to 3 hours a week because I couldn't stand it. Because it used to take me like 2-3 minutes to get a hero, and then when the thing was broken, it would take like 5 to 6 minutes to get a hero, which is a pretty big difference when you're in a Galactic Assault match and you're trying to push the objective and you're trying to or get a cool kill streak or whatever. It really messed up the game when the officer would just be the dominant class, and there'd be so many people in the team picking the officer because that's the fastest way to get battle points. So they're removing this, which I thought was going to be bad, but then they are changing the unit costs. So this is a pretty big deal. The hero costs. The hero costs are going to go from 6,000 to 4,500, and from 8,000 to 6,500. Now that is pretty big. I mean, even though there's no ×2 multiplier, I could get 4,500 battle points like in no time. It'll just take me a few minutes. Basically, probably close to the same amount of time as it did before. And then they're changing the unit costs. 4,000 to 3,000. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that's 4,000, but okay. 3,000 to 2,200, 2,500 to 19, 2,000 to 15, etc., etc. I don't know how I feel about that, because then you might see a bunch of Wookiee spam. I mean, it's never a good thing to see Wookiee spam, because sometimes Wookiees are scarier than actual heroes. But I really like the fact that they're changing the prices of all this stuff. I think that's really going to change the game, and that alone I think is going to make the game feel kind of fresh again, because you're going to see a lot more heroes out on the battlefield. These new costs will be active once Elite Corps blah 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 comes out on the 29th. Okay. Bug fixes and improvements. I mean, this isn't the patch notes. This is just small whatever crap. Just like they fixed bugs with Jabba's Palace and Death Star, and then in Bespin and Boba Fett getting out of places he shouldn't. But I wish that they would fix the major problems, like not these, but like Boba Fett's jetpack turning off, or the ion turret hitting Boba Fett 50 times per Galactic Assault match, and Boba Fett just sucks in Galactic Assault because of all the ion turrets. Or Vader's choke animation, where he chokes people when he gets stuck in it, and he can't do anything. And then there's the same problem with Yoda. Yoda's force powers don't work, or if you get stuck in Palpatine's Dark Aura, Yoda can't, like, all his abilities turn off. Like, he can't run, and he can't jump, and he can't do anything until you walk back into his aura. So Yoda gets put obsolete. Like, they need to fix that kind of stuff. That should be top priority over small little bugs on each individual map that a lot of people don't even notice. Then they're going to talk about the roadmap update. I wouldn't get your guys' hopes up for this roadmap update. It says that it will arrive next week. It will break down the seasons, fall and winter, and provide details on future content, and expect month by month. So that's exactly what it says it's going to be. I guarantee you they just give us dates and that's it. I know a lot of people are expecting more content than what they've already announced, and I wouldn't expect them to do that. And yeah, that's basically it. But it isn't. Because if you look at the new promotional picture that they have, if you zoom in, clear down to the bottom right, there is actually a droideka standing out in the open. Yes, that is actually a droideka. Now, either they are just huge dicks and they just put it there, or this is a hint at something. Now, I don't know why they would put that there if they didn't want us to see it, but that's droideka standing way out in the open. Now, there's a number of things that this could be. This screenshot could have been from, like, hell, when the game came out and they were, like, testing stuff, because there's tons of stuff that was, like, in the game before that never made it to the full game. For example, these 2 clone skins that have been data mined for months. I mean, that droideka sitting right there could have just been something from forever ago. But I'm going to be optimistic because I really want a freaking droideka, and I know the community does. And I mean, that's the only picture of a droideka we've seen in any reference to this game at all. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we actually get droidekas. I don't know when this would happen. I would assume it would happen with the Obi-Wan and Grievous content drop, would be my guess. But yeah, I don't know. Plus, if they give us droidekas, what are they going to give us on the other side? Like, they have to give us a counter to the droideka. Like, because so many people are tired of the Wookiee. Like, the Wookiee's for all eras. So yeah, but yeah, that droideka is pretty huge news. So yeah, overall, this transmission was pretty great, minus the clone trooper skins. I mean, they look cool and they're fairly cheap, but the problem is that there's only 2 of them, so that's pretty underwhelming. Like, they should have given us at least 4. I wouldn't have been too impressed, but 4 would have at least been acceptable, because that would have shown us that they at least made more skins since we knew about 9 months ago. But yeah, other than that, I think this is a pretty good update. I mean, this should be what we should expect from every community transmission. It's been 2 months. Like, if we wouldn't have had this amount of content after 2 months, then there's something wrong. Because, like, what are they doing? If we, like, I'm shocked that we still only have two skins after 9 months, but whatever. Hopefully the patch notes, I haven't read the patch notes yet. I don't even think the patch notes are out yet, but hopefully there's a lot that they changed in the patch notes that can go along with this transmission, because if they changed a lot of things for the good in the patch, then overall this is a pretty good content drop, and I'm pretty excited, and it actually gets me somewhat hyped to play this game again. But as always, let me know down in the comment section below. What do you guys think of this update? I know I'm pretty excited compared to normal. I mean, like I said, I give credit where credit is due, and they actually did pretty decent this time around, so kudos to them. But yeah, if you guys enjoy the content that I'm putting on this channel, then consider checking out my Patreon. It helps me out a ton. Now, if you guys are watching this today, as in the 22nd Me and Cookie are going to be doing a drunk live stream tonight. So in about 12 hours from right now, when this, well, 12 hours, probably about 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time would be when we do it. So I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.
Goopa Noopa.